Hi, my name is Francisco Barahona DiMichele, and I am the rhythm guitarist and one of the vocalists of Grawlix.
My name is Kelsey. I am the keyboardist / vocalist in Grawlix.
I'm Josh. I do guitar.
My name is Rob Weiss. I am the bass player.
I'm David Lasecki. I'm a percussionist.
Grawlix, sort of a songwriting mishmash. I was really upset because Kelsey and I had been in this cover band. We were this cover band called Worlds of Alice. We had one show. It was this crazy Halloween party. So we were really bummed because the cover band didn't work out. And I had started writing some tunes, and I was talking with Kelsey about writing. And so I thought of my friends that I had written music with over the years. Me and Josh were in what was both our first garage band in high school. Rob was a part of that for a little bit of time. And the last member at that time, our number 5, was not David Lasecki. Our number 5 was David Giardino, who is a friend of Kelsey's who actually showed up to said Halloween party. That's how we ended up with him, playing drums with us for about a year.
Is there anything you guys do live now that you didn't do when you began?
I think we're more comfortable on stage now more than ever. When we first started, it was always awkward.
Yeah.
It was always everyone was a little bit nervous, or the songs were still really new, so they were very much so in their prototype stage. So songs have changed definitely as well. They've gotten a lot tighter, a lot better. Grawlix, it's a word that in comic books, it literally is the word for when someone says f*** or shit or ass, and it gets covered up in symbols that you see, every day or not quite so frequently.
Hashtag, exclamation point.
Things like that.
So a censor for comics.
It's a censor for comics.
Yeah, but not a very good one because everyone always knows.
But you know what it means.
Yeah, it's a very obvious way of saying, hey, this person is saying something naughty or inappropriate. When I first learned what the word meant, I thought it was a really cool word. I thought it meant something really cool. And I thought in music as a band that it would be representative of us. In a lot of the music, we are trying to talk about things and not censor our feelings or thoughts or ideas about it, even though most of the world, I think, often doesn't want anyone to have a particular stance on anything. So it's kind of
political correctness. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of it's cop fooled ya. We said it anyways. People are gonna try to put you down, keep you silent, but you just gotta speak out,
In the studio with David Veslocki. Hashtag Grawlix, hashtag new music, hashtag they're coming to get you.
It's gonna happen.
What's up? My name's Dave Veslocki. I'm a musician, music producer, guitar player, mixing engineer, mastering engineer. I met Grawlix about a year and a half ago and produced the first single that we worked on, Barbara. And I found, in working with them that we definitely achieved something synergistic. We brought out a certain theatrical quality of the band that in the previous recordings they had didn't seem to exist, didn't seem to really be brought out. And I heard underneath what they were doing something interesting, something that had really no one sounded that way, and was somehow really captivating and interesting in its own right. And I also really enjoyed working with them. As we went forward and continued to work on music, I noticed that there was potential there to get something going. The band is also incredibly more perceptive of detail. I think when we were working on Barbara, there was a more general outlook as to what they were doing. Now they're really focusing in on the aesthetic of their sounds, the arrangement of what they're trying to achieve, just being more scrutinizing of different takes of vocals and guitars. I mean, there's been a huge amount of progression that we've seen between these different singles, without question. And I think going forward, if we compare where we're going to be on that next wave of music, there's going to be no comparison to the first track, and no comparison to the second track either. When I first heard their music, I I had a lot of reservation on as far as like the songs, and now I think they're playing their songs with such conviction, and they're selling what it is they're doing so much more in their performance, night and day from where they were. I can see how hungry they are, and they're refining the group, and they're hustling, and they're working really hard, and they're demanding it to be something full time for all of them. I think that all together with the level of product we're delivering is without question going to give them the edge that they need to get this going as a more career-driven band, which is going to allow them to make much better music. You have to kind of accent it a little differently. You gotta give it a try. Is that cool?
Yeah, try it.
Go for it. Cue me.
Yep. It's gonna be a 1 hit and then followed by.
But count me out.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, go! Oh no, it's a bam!
Oh,
Digga. So, yeah.
TV.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Almost.
It's a little bit shorter, but yeah.
It's a struggle to get everything done. As far as balancing it all, I mean, things get sacrificed. It tends to be kind of this, all right, well, we have to do X, Y, Z to get things done for the band. Like, we have shows coming up, and we have EPs to record, and songs to do, and music videos to do, which, you know, only have done one, but it was a lot of fun. But things get sacrificed for that kind of thing. You know, I've had to rearrange weekends away with friends where it's like, sorry, I can come Friday, but I can't stay the weekend. Like, I have stuff to do.
Well, it was interesting because when we first formed, it wasn't meant to be a band, so to say. I mean, Cisco, as he called it, was an informal songwriting collective. And it was literally the five, me, Cisco, Kelsey, Josh, and our original drummer, David Giardino, and Miguel, actually. And Miguel was more of a songwriter. We were just kind of writing songs and toying up ideas. And those first few months, we started coming up with songs like Yellow Doggies, Beyond the Seam, Idiom Advice, Breakaway, like really old songs of ours. And the more we tweaked with those songs and the more we tried them out as a band and each of us added our own styles and influences, the more I felt that, you know, this is not just, you know, an informal songwriting collective. This is actually a music project that has potential. And after being in a lot of bands that either hadn't gone anywhere or I hadn't fit in at all, I was finally saying to myself, you know, this is it. This is the band that I'm meant to be in.
So terrified, cause the scratching at my door has got me locked inside, and I'm trying not to blow it. One step to run, 3 miles more from what I'm not even sure anymore. Try to run and hide, they're hungry and they're lurking, sleep or stay alive.
The most troubling thing with this band, I think right now we're all incredibly busy, just outside of the band. It's probably, for the most part, we all have day jobs because we need to fund some of the excursions that we take, some of the gear that we buy. We have been paid for shows, which is really cool. Something that I never ever thought would happen in like a million years. And it, you know, it varies depending, but last year I think most of the shows we played we got paid for, which was really cool. We all really want to see this become something more than just a garage band. Mostly because, look, we just want to share the music, you know, and we just want to be part of it. It's pretty crazy. It takes its toll, and everybody gets a little bit tired, and you know, we have like little breaks here and there for like a weekend or something. Recently, like especially with recording, we get a lot of like, I guess, like break time from the constant playing of shows. Of course, the constant playing of shows gets replaced with getting together and rehearsing the stuff for the studio and going over notes and figuring out what reference tracks to use and things like that. So there's still a lot of stuff going on, and you know, we're always trying to make sure that we're just still doing something that people aren't just going, well, what happened? Like, they just dropped off the face of the earth. So we try to kind of keep a floating presence online, but we're all a little bit terrible at our internet game.
So in closing, anything you want to say to anybody who's going to be starting, whether it's lots of hands of music or in the industry at all?
Get a really, really crappy day job or something simple that you're not afraid to let go, and try to jump in. You know, do your best to just get out there. There's so much more that I know that I want us to be doing, and that I'm going to be trying to accomplish. It's going to be hard because of life and everything, but it's worth it. You know, it's worth it to just jump in. I think that's where we're getting to that point where we're ready to just jump in. And I think we're just looking over the edge. So my advice to anybody who is planning to do music, whether you write songs or you're just thinking about picking up the guitar, do it. It's a lot of fun. The worst thing that ever happens is you write a bad song and you tell your friends about it and you laugh about it. Best case scenario, you're looking over the ledge and you're ready to take the lead.
Get that strange